Thursday, November 7. I should be live on all the channels. I don't know if it's working. Let me know if it's working. Um, I'm just waiting to hear back. What am I hearing? It should be live now. Yeah, I think we're live. Happy Thursday. It's 1 a.m. I'm in Hong Kong and I'm coming to you. I'm so sorry that I've been away the last week and a bit, right? And Tuesday was election night. I think nobody was interested in hearing about Truflation and what we were doing and everything. But yeah, happy Thursday. It's been what a week, what a roller coaster. I've been on the road for a last I don't know how many weeks. Just seems like nonstop stream of engagements, partnerships, announcements, and yeah, really good event. I was just last week, and the reason why I didn't have the time and the bandwidth to come on to the show was last week I was in Hong Kong. There was a FinTech week on Monday and Tuesday. We were speaking at that, and then on Wednesday and Thursday there was SmartCon, which is the Chainlink community event. And that was amazing as well. So we were speaking at that and we announced Index.Fund and had a lot of press and meetings on NASDAQ TV. I don't know if you saw that. If you're following Truflation on Twitter, please do so. And if you're not, too bad, you're not watching and finding out. That's also okay. But if you really want to stay attuned with what's going on at Truflation, what we're doing, how we're innovating, how we're building products, developing features, and how we're managing challenges that we encounter. All of a sudden, out of the blue, the team switches around. 1 month later, we're on a new track again. So anyway, that's it. I'm Stefan Roost. I'm the founder and CEO of Truflation. 1 a.m. live Friday, November 8th in Hong Kong, and bringing you an update after having missed out the whole week. And I really apologize for that. And I know a lot of you are interested in hearing about what we're doing and about the Truth Token and how we're going to scale. So first things first, as most of you know, what we cover off is a bit of macro situation, and then we go into Truflation, what's going on at Truflation, and then I come into some of the questions that you have in the community section. So yeah, it's been an amazing couple of weeks. Yeah, and lots of amazing meetings, and it hasn't ended, right? So the next roadshow goes on to Bangkok to DevCon, where we'll be speaking at Stable Summit and talking about flat coins and what inflation protected monetary policy could look like in the form of a protocol. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Nuon.fi, check it out. But anyway, I'm going to go into what happened. All of us know the election was taking up a lot of mind share. It was the biggest vortex out there. And, we know who won, so I won't go into that. But I think one of the biggest winners out there was really Polymarket. Shane at Polymarket did an amazing job. He's been working tirelessly since, I'd say, 2019, working and sleeping in his office under the desk, trying to optimize the UX, building, scaling, dealing with turnover at staff to bring together Polymarket in 2024, hitting and being the winner in this election. So to me, that's the real winner. Super interesting what he's been building this whole time. He's had a couple of pivots along the way. And yeah, it was really fun to watch his journey along the whole, yeah, it's been what, 6 years, 7 years or something that he's been working and building on this. So good to see him here on CNBC and NASDAQ TV. So yeah, look, yeah, just the tenacity, the pain, the hardship that you bring really pays off. And so really good to see that happen. Yeah, I think all of us in crypto think, Michael Saylor posted this, and I think Eric Trump retweeted this. So there's going to be a lot of change in government. And I think that's the exciting bit, right? We see change, and crypto is more favorable. We'll see how that changes, right? I mean, we've seen, you know, we've we've been so jaded by people coming into government that we thought were amazing advocates, super champions of crypto, and it could only be better from there. But we were always, 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 always disappointed, right? Yeah, here's the picture of the White House with the Bitcoin flag on the top, right? And then Eric Trump goes, "America must lead the way." I mean, yeah, exactly. So must lead the way in cryptocurrency innovation. And then not only in that way, what other innovation is it going to lead in, right? We got to lead in AI, we got to lead in clean tech, we got to lead in biotech, right? So all of these new technologies are going to provide a great path of innovation by streamlining a lot of organizations and consolidating a lot of them, right? I think what we got to see is Bitcoin, of course, respect that picture with the flag on top of the White House. We pumped and really broke all-time 75,000, which was the new dollar all-time high, but it wasn't the inflation-adjusted all-time high, which is now 76,661. So that's what we need to break to get an inflation-adjusted. Why? Well, guess what? The US dollar the Fed has been printing a lot of money, driving down and debasing the value of the US dollar. As a result, 75,000 back in 2020, whenever the all-time high was, is now 76,661. So, yeah, just showing you what how much the dollar has lost in value compared to the Bitcoin itself. So I think those are things that are happening out there. But I think the biggest thing that we're seeing is change is coming, right? We're seeing, I don't know if you follow the real S Rust on Twitter. That's my new Twitter account. My old Twitter account got hacked and hijacked and stolen. So unfortunately, we couldn't recover it. So we've had to shut it down. And at the same time, we've launched the S Rust, the real S Rust. And so as a result out of that one, you can then find in there, I did a bit of a post around how big and what the Bureau of Labor and Statistics looks like. And if you look into that post, there are 13 departments across the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, and there are about 100 plus agencies supporting those 13 departments. And so I've just been appointed the new head of the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. I'm only kidding, just joking. Don't take that too seriously. But I think Truflation is a picture in terms of how all of those 13 departments and 100 agencies could be consolidated into one. We could have a steering committee, which it has anyway, that defines the framework under which this statistical system could be maintained and managed. So the committee sets up a framework. This is how we want it maintained. These are the calculations that we want done based on the data that is transparent, visible, and maintained by a decentralized network of node operators that aggregate, compose all of the data, and govern the calculation associated with that data based on the index. And so ultimately, you have streamlined the operations into a tight, visible, transparent solution that is governed by the system, whereby the brains and the development of the system and the engineering associated with all these indexes that are calculated is provided by this steering committee. That's an example. We'd love to see more of that happen. Obviously, we'd love Truflation to be at the forefront, and we will drive to make that a reality. That's what I'm tirelessly going to be pursuing over the next 2025. And we can see that happening already, right? I don't know if any of you have seen, but what happened in the announcements, right? So Palantir, which is a private entity that helps companies with their data management and especially governments, right? So they've now partnered with Amazon Web Services as well as Anthropic. Anthropic is an AI entity, and they developed Claude. Claude is one of the AI solutions and agents that has been developed by Anthropic. Either way, they're now partnering with the US intelligence and defense agencies, again, to help leverage technology and provide growth, ideas, and generating new ideas and new solutions with automated systems so it can scale faster, bring down unit costs, increase productivity across the intelligence and defense agencies, and also process a hell of a lot more, right? And one of the things that I always like and I'm really interested in is obviously those are all three amazing companies to track Palantir, right? And one of the best persons I think that is really the most knowledgeable about Palantir is Amit Investing. Check out YouTube, Amit Investing. So Amit Kukraja, he's an analyst. He's gotten really into Palantir, goes really deep into the company, and one of the best, sort of analysts on Palantir out there live. Again, independent, smart, doing all the research, interviews, talking to all the right people, and it's available at your fingertips on YouTube. So I was fortunate enough to get on there and have a great conversation with him around Truflation. He's a big fan of Truflation, been supporting us since the beginning, and so we'll be doing more over there. And I think, what does this mean? The US is going to go into overdrive. And I think the rest of the world is going to have to play catch up to stay ahead of where the US is and what is actually taking place. All of this growth, all of this drive around all of these technologies is really going to propel the US, especially if we can cut back on all of the administration, the bureaucracy. I think Elon Musk said it in one of his interviews, right? If I can ship a rocket faster to space and have it return before a bureaucracy can sign a piece of paper to give me the permission to do so, something's wrong with the bureaucracy. And thanks to ideas like what's happening in terms of automating, in terms of leveraging technologies and productivity gains that technology offers 24/7, compute resources to be able to get these forms if they hit certain boxes, if they are within the framework that is stipulated by the regulator. It will be really interesting. And don't get any of us wrong. We are of the mind that we still need regulation, we still need guidelines, we need frameworks, but it needs to be efficient and it needs to be effective. So I think that's what we're looking for, and that's what we're hoping for. I think one that's sort of really on the change. We've seen a lot in the US. Actually, I didn't shave today. It's Movember, I'm told, so that's okay not to shave. But it's 1 a.m., guys, so I hope you appreciate that. And it's actually 1:15 now. But change is happening not only in the US. I think the rest of the world is going to struggle, and I think in the world of change, we're going to see new relationships get established, right? And there was some Milei actually posted. Milei is the president at Argentina. Posted his emblem is a lion, right? So he's ferocious. He embodies the lion. And anyway, so he's got a new bromance growing right here. And he's just announced he's going to be off to the US and meet with Trump. And here you can see, lots of new friendships establishing. I think Argentina and Milei has taken a step in terms of showing the world how we can streamline organizations, how we can get more efficient by taking away bureaucracy. We can actually leap the country forward and propel new ideas and new innovation and entrepreneurship that's going to drive new growth. And I think that's really the energy that we're seeing and the hope that is bubbling up in these countries. People want change and they want to get away from tax dollars, 80% of the tax dollars feeding the system versus actually going back into building out infrastructure, creating new opportunities, new jobs, and leaning into this world. And so that's super exciting. Here you can see another picture that Millet posted or somebody else posted. I found this out there. And then, of course, here, this was his congratulatory note, congratulating Trump about winning. And of course, the two leaders changing the economies. And it's going to be interesting to see how this partnership evolves. Number one, what new types of partnerships are going to evolve in the world today and have a unique perspective? Are we going to see Argentina and the US bring new models to market, have such a tight relationship? What does that mean for the World Economic Forum or the IMF or the World Bank or the Bank of International Settlements or the BRICS? What does that mean? These new types of relationships that's going to come about, provide efficiency, leverage technology as a way to drive growth, and use the growth to pay more salaries, to drive inflation, to drive effectiveness associated with it, and to beat debt and drop the debt to GDP ratio by driving growth. How can we do that? So maybe debt won't ever be repaid, but growth will be achieved, more income will be achieved. So as a percentage of that, by dropping interest rates, the servicing of the debt drops in terms of not servicing in terms of repaying the debt, but in terms of financing the capital that is debt. Number one, so I bring down the expense associated with servicing that. I grow GDP. So as a percentage, the debt stays the same, but GDP grows. And so the ratio changes. You look at Germany. I don't know if anybody's seen what's happening in Germany right now. Germany is imploding. They have no ability to print money because based on law, they are not allowed to surpass a debt to GDP ratio. And they've hit that cap. So they can't print any more money. They can't help Ukraine anymore. They can't help their own defense anymore. And so they've given all the money away to Ukraine, but they can't help themselves anymore. So have they not been worrying about themselves? Instead, they've been worrying about other people's problems versus actually looking at what the problems are at home. And now it's too late. So the existing, I don't know what they call their president, but their president is now in a bit of a pickle, as the English would say in very nice, polite words. But that pickle has changed England. England, again, is undergoing change. There is so much change happening right now, which is representing a great piece of opportunity. Change is opportunity, right? We love change. And so what's happened in the UK, the UK Conservative Party, they have, again, also, I mean, they've got more than two parties, but really the two parties that matter in the UK are the Conservatives and the Labour Party. And so in the Conservatives, they brought in a new, she's not brought in, she's been in the party, she's been growing out, but Kemi Badenoch is now the head of the UK Conservative Party. So she's fighting this left-wing nonsense. So she's bringing about realism, and she's already given her opening speech. She was just elected on the weekend. Yeah, super young, very engaged, very respected amongst her peers, come up through the channels within the party, and was asking or even demanding that the Labour prime minister actually apologize to Trump and congratulate Trump appropriately for some of the previous statements that that party had made about Trump, and has come in to try and change things up. Again, change is good. Yeah, and the first thing that happened ever since that happened, just today as well, Bank of England drops interest rates. Boom, right? So interest rates are coming down. We need to drive growth. And let's just hope that we actually invest and provide the private parties, the venture capitalists to drive growth. Europe has to drive growth significantly and step up to the plate, not be conservatives, not rely on the government to take on growth targets, not rely on the government to stimulate and drive the narrative and limit the freedom of speech. So we have a large task at hand and across Europe to change that, whereby in Asia, where I am right now, and I've been here, say I've been in Singapore, I've been to Hong Kong, I'm off to Bangkok, just seeing the momentum around here and the work ethic. They're definitely not the bleeding edge. They're not living on the margin. They're not allocating high-end capital for that. So it's going to be they're trying to understand how can they invest in this area? What should they be doing? And they're looking to somebody that's going to break in and lead the ground. And that's where I think the US just always comes back. When you think they're down and out, they come back and we just turn this thing around and come and break through. So great to see that this new change is bringing about new hope. And let's move together to make sure that hope becomes a reality. Anyway, that's enough on the macro side. So I won't go into more. I'm already 20 minutes in. So hopefully you're still here listening and enjoying some of the conversations and insights that we're trying to provide. I think in the long run, I'm going to come back to um, I am apparently not on X. I don't know why. Should be. Oh, wow. Lots of questions here. Gee whiz, live on YouTube. Wow, wow, wow. 31 views. Wow, this is amazing. Never had that many. Glad to see. Anyway, um, and usually we're 7,000 across the board. Either way, yeah. So now where are we at with Truth Token? I'm going to come into Truflation. So as I mentioned, we've been at a number of events, and we were uh, at SmartCon, FinTech Week, etc. So a lot of announcements there, some good videos that managed to get posted. Hope you enjoy them. But obviously, we've also gone through a bit of a um, journey, let's say, over the last month. Most of you know I left Singapore, amazing trip in Singapore. I thought we were really ready to poise and grow, and then only to find out that malware was injected onto my laptop. Um, and so it turns out that actually your phone, your iPad, your Google Chromebooks are some of the safest platforms out there. Why safest? Because it's really expensive to embed anything in there and to be able to steal anything. The FBI or the NSA recommends switching off your phone every day because what it does is it gets rid of anything that's not supposed to be on there, and every time you switch it on again, it reloads based on the fresh status of the phone. So as security advice, just yeah, those are the safest devices. Your PCs, your MacBooks, your MacBook Airs, your top notebooks are all vulnerable to malware embedding, getting embedded in there, and especially if you're in business development, right? You're getting folders, you're getting files, you're getting proposals, you're getting suggestions, you're downloading applications, you're testing them out. So all of a sudden, you're then confronted with a whole bunch of different opportunities and vectors of attack. Either way, we've been heavily busy for the last month and a half, month and a week, just trying to work and get this turned around. So we launched and wrote up a new token. We issued the new token, new smart contract address. We got it audited, and so now that is ready and live in the market. And you should have gotten all the announcements. Use TruflationNation.com website for any links, any engagements, and use the links that are provided on that website. Do not use any external links. Don't chime in. Somebody's going to promote something to you. Oh, we're going to give you an airdrop. Don't believe that. Go to Truflation, Truflation.com, check it out, and find the links from there to wherever you need to go, to the Discord channels, to the Telegram channels. Those are authentic links there where you can get the right kind of response and support if you need help. We've been working with a lot of you around addressing some of the issues since the snapshot. So what we did is we took a snapshot where we saw all the wallets. We blacklisted the wallets where all the corrupt money is, the corrupt truff, all of them are, and then we've actually taken that and given and issued new tokens and enabled everybody else to swap their tokens in for new tokens. You can go to the migration portal and go and claim your new tokens. Connect your wallet to the migration portal. It will automatically tell you how many were taken at the snapshot. You get those and you don't even need to worry. That's all. You will have two sets of tokens in your wallet, the old truth, the new truth. The new truth have a white background and blue T's, the blue T, Truflation T. So that's now live. Please follow all of the elements there and let me know if you have any questions around that. We are there to support and try to make it as streamlined as we possibly can. So, okay, that's one thing. We've also had to add liquidity back into the market. So today on Ethereum, Base, and Arbitrum, the liquidity is active. You can actually interact with the Truth token, trade the Truth token on those marketplaces. The bridges are live again. So the bridge is live. The CCIP enabled bridge is live. So you can port your tokens from one Ethereum to two Base, to three Arbitrum, Base to Arbitrum, back and forth. So you can actually bridge your coins, your Truth tokens across any of those as well. Those are actually all live. We've brought that back and made that live again. The centralized exchanges, there are 7 centralized exchanges supporting the Truth tokens. Those tokens are now live on and are supported. Each of those exchanges have new Truth tokens. Some of them have publicly supported the swap and are ready to go. Others are still working on the ready to go, and we are working on that with the exchanges to make that conversion work and simple. More importantly, once all the exchanges have the new tokens, how do we enable withdrawals and deposits again? And so we are working with the exchanges, and they're pretty busy right now. And so we're just trying to work with them and Truflation up the rank so that it becomes more important for them and they take it seriously. And they are all taking this very seriously. So we're just trying to get it into the broader organizations within the exchanges. And some of them have been really sharp and really fast. And I'm really happy. And I'll share a bit more once we get all of these across the line. Now that they all have new Truth tokens, deposits and withdrawals are the next steps that we want to enable. We do have a problem a bit with CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko. We're resolving that. And you can see there is a bit of a price differential between off-chain trading and on-chain trading. So on the exchanges, there is a lot of interest in Truth tokens. On the decentralized exchanges, now that the liquidity is back, let's see how that can start matching up on the pricing side. So we're still trying to work through with the exchanges as well on how we can deal with that. So that's pretty much where we're at right now. We've done lots of announcements. Index.fun, please check that out. that's going to come very soon, and Nuon is going to come very soon. I'm super excited about those products, and we're going to have some really, really interesting stuff. So, yeah, hold on to your horses, and it's going to come. Uh, yeah, I don't know why it's not. It seems like you guys are saying it's not live on X. I have it live on X, so I don't know why it's not. It's ended. I don't know why, dude. Oh. Anyway, I'm not going to go live. It's too bad. We're going to have to post this onto X afterwards. I want the whole community to see all the work that we're doing. Sorry that you can't watch it, but it was working before, so I apologize for that, and hope you enjoy this. Yeah, so some of the questions, I'm going to go through some of the questions here. Sorry about X. We'll post it out there. I know I'll get the team to edit it maybe and then post it up there, or just post it raw so anybody can watch it, or post the link to the YouTube and you can sign and follow the YouTube as well. So hope you enjoy that. Are you going to keep ignoring your community in regards to the liquidity on the DEX? No, we have already been listening to the community. And once I've been approached by the community, and once we've heard about that, you can today find liquidity on the DEXs right now on Arbitrum, Ethereum, and on Base. So it's live. Aerodrome is not yet live. We will work on getting Aerodrome up and running. And appreciate all of your support and your patience throughout this. So we will be opening up the staking portal again. So we will be ensuring new rewards get shared with the stakers. So VE token holders, you're getting your reward, and APY will be back there again. The yeah, bridge is open, so you can bridge it across the different liquidity pools on the different dexes on Uniswap. So all of that is now live. So we have been listening. Please go check it out and interact with them. We know the tech is good. What about the liquidity on chain? Yeah, I talked about that already. I'm not going to say that again. Read this article in relationship to, I can't remember what that said, but are you growing a community? Here we go. Stefan, what are your plans to address the liquidity on chains like Ethereum and Base? I mentioned that already. Guys, it's like, sorry. Yeah, it's 1 a.m. I like to come to you and I like to help you guys. We're active on Discord channels. You can post those there. We're here building. We're trying to give you more value. And yeah, look, it's coming. So we've been working as hard as we can. In the meanwhile, bringing out new indexes, continuing to build, bringing new node operators to the Truth network. And you'll see a lot of announcements coming out very soon in terms of how we really want to monetize the Truth network and Truflation itself. Stacking India's new inflation index, Dow, how TMS is going on its launch, etc. Yeah, so I don't know what TSN maybe I think was what you mean. Yeah, look, India, there's Ethereum India. Stay tuned, and we'll do more there. So I'm not going to give away too much, but we have been working on an inflation index for India. And as I mentioned earlier, it's really important for us to not only just focus on doing what we can do, but how do we sort of become that source of truth? So we need to ensure credibility. And we're getting more and more countries or representatives that want us to take our inflation index into those countries. India is coming live, and all I can say is stay tuned, follow Truflation and Ethereum India. Enough said. We're still here, and the biggest question remains the same: liquidity issues on chain. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I mean, basically, I don't know what that means. The liquidity is now live today, so check it out. LOL, ready and live in the market with liquidity. You speak of malware, but that would only affect you. Yeah, if you kept the funds in hot wallets. Noob mistake. Why didn't you use cold storage wallet? yeah, we do have cold storage wallet. We moved it from cold storage wallet into a um, into a hot wallet. Why? Because we were just putting a whole bunch of new tokens onto the smart contract, and that's what they got. They got that wallet. And we did have multi-sig. They got two wallets accessing the same address. So um, yeah, it is what it is. We can't turn back time. We got to leave and move forward. So um, anyway, we're here building, and we're going to add more value, and hope that is what you like. And if you don't like it, then I'm sorry. Maybe this isn't the project for you. But we're here building, and we're solving and addressing each of your problems. We talked about liquidity already. What do you mean liquidity is not there? It should be there. I just passed it all up and it's on there live now. And if it's not, it'll be there imminently because I did it all today. I worked with the teams to get that done. So it should be up. It's expensive even to buy the token because of the liquidity issues. So are the sexes live? Yes, the sexes are live. The sexes have done, as in the centralized exchanges, they have all announced their support for the new tokens. They all have the new tokens, and we're now working with them around how and when the best strategy is for opening up deposits and withdrawals. One exchange is a bit slower than all the others. One was super fast and the most responsive. If you want to know who they are, yeah, um, we're happy to share that in a more private environment. Are we getting some rewards temporary? Yeah, there will be something coming around the governance. You can all vote on what you think that reward should look like. But we're thinking about doing something like that. But as this is a DAO and a protocol that actually should be managed by all of you, you can vote on that, and we'll share more around that soon. What are your bets on the price of truth in this bull run? No comment. You know, I'm not allowed to say anything. If I say anything, it'll come back and haunt me. But all I can say is I'm a true believer. I'm still here at 1 a.m., 1:30, 2 a.m. by the time I finish, and about 3 a.m. by the time I get home because I can't do this from home or from the place I'm staying. I call that my home because I'm living out of a hotel all the time now. But anyway, I have to get back there where I have less good Wi-Fi. I wanted to bring this to you with a spot that has good Wi-Fi and good audio. Anyway, yeah, I'm around. I'm believing in this, and I have a lot of my upside tied in this protocol, and it only unlocks over the next 2 years. So I'm not going away. I believe in this, and I love what I do, and I hate losing. It's going in for the all win. Anyway, if you look at the Rabby wallet, you will still old rewards are building. It will probably be transferred over in the waiting. I don't know what that means. Sorry, you're gonna have to explain, Rob. Thanks. Rabby wallet shows staking rewards. Okay, I'll have a look at the Rabby wallet and then take a look at that. We have a call around the rewards tomorrow, and so every 9th of November, you know the date, and that's what we were preparing for. We were moving a lot of the tokens around to do a lot of the preparations and writing the tokens into the contract and having the emissions managed by the contracts. And so it was around the 9th when it happened. And today is the 8th, tomorrow's the 9th. So maybe we shouldn't work on such a cadence, or we shouldn't be so transparent about that. We'll think about that. You're a legend, Stefan. Love you, Matt. Thank you. We appreciate the work and the giant bag of truth. Thank you, Matt, and thanks for your support. We've been getting a lot of good support. I mean, just really, um, all of you are token holders. I mean, obviously, you're also part of the shareholders. We get mark to market instantaneously. That's why we did it. That's why I love crypto. Um, and there's no big bags that VCs can pump, 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 and and then 12 years later you get to list. We've been very fortunate to be out early, 3 years in. but we get mark to market all the time, and ultimately we're a visible target. I have to be out there visible. I'm trying to promote Truflation, get more holders holding the token and supporting the project, but more importantly, also utilizing the project, utilizing all the data, building and utilizing and finding value in the indexes. After difficult months and this last one, we were even stronger. We deserve the return of liquidity, free trading for the people and the community. Go. I'm all for it. And I'm here to support you and drive more liquidity around this. Thank you. Um, if you buy on Uniswap new contract address, do you have to migrate? No, if you work with the new contract address and the new liquidity pools, see the liquidity pools on there. Follow our Combot in the Telegram group, and you'll get everything. You'll find out everything. If you're unsure, just verify. The logo for the new one is white and blue T. So check it out. A simple blue T. That's all you see. And we have a lot of support to help you there. Okay. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to call it quits. Hope you enjoyed this. I'll be back again next Tuesday. I'll be from Bangkok, another city. There's DevCon over there. If any of you are in Bangkok, we'll be there. Our node developer team is already there at the Truth Network team at the staking rewards event that's taking place. We'll be there on Sunday at the Stable Summit, and then at the Infra Garden is another event that we're there with Quill. So yeah, it's going to be a really exciting week. We'll have different players there from the Truflation team. So hope to see you. Thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend. Yeah, and build up and get ready for 2025 when governments become efficient, opportunities arise, and we can be builders and create. So on that note, have a great weekend. Thank you, everybody, and see you next Tuesday. I guess same time. And bye for now. Fuck, why didn't it go live?